Good morning. Welcome to Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Here for the first of Roller Planet's live streamed championship games here at the 2025 Tom Osborne Invitational. This one coming at you here now is the 10 and under division championship. I'm Chris Johnson alongside Matt Levine up here in the broadcast booth for this tilt between the 10 and under Bedford Bandits and the 10 and under Team Pepsi. For the Bandits starting lineup: Braven Price, Trevin James, Jacob Ferguson, Tucker Gorsuch, and Mikey Beagle between the pipes. On the Pepsi side, we've got Finley Yoder, Azriel Weiss, Ryder Heisen, Jerry Martinez, and Angel Martinez minding the net for the Pepsi team. Matt, seems like these two teams have been headed this direction from the beginning. Two of the top goal scorers in the tournament, Price and Yoder, leading the way. What can we expect out of this one?
I think both guys are looking to score, get their teams up early, and watching all weekend, they continue to score. Foot down, all gas, no brakes for these two youngsters as they go. It's something that's going to be really fun to watch.
Indeed it is. Yoder and Price leading the way offensively. But Mikey Beagle has done a great job keeping the opponent out of the net for Bedford as well, and so is Martinez. Not just outscoring teams, but really winning by margin all the way through the bracket to get here. So we'll see how that works now that they have to contend with a goal scorer of the quality of Yoder and Price going both ways.
Yeah, when you get to this point of the weekend, it takes a whole team effort. It's not just one guy for each team. Both teams are playing well. You look at number 72 out there, Jerry Martinez in the red, Pepsi. He's ready to go. It's going to be exciting to watch that little guy play.
Martinez always brings the energy. Despite his small stature, gets involved making plays, and there's a good play to start things off for Bedford, as that is Trevin James with the goal. So as we take another look at it, and this time it was Price, the nice pass across the middle, and Trevin James finishing it off in front of Angel Martinez. So as the Pepsi team gets set to restart the game, a quick goal there, the first 30 seconds for the Bandits.
We're going to see if they can bounce back now that they're getting the ball a little bit, but it looks like maybe they were starstruck a little bit here to see not much defense as a unit there from the Pepsi squad.
Definitely not an ideal start, but Yoder with it now behind the net, surveying. Gonna send it back up top for Weiss. Weiss now, high pass over to the corner, back to Yoder, and that's going to be too high. Arcing pass pops up over the 5-foot height limit, and a high ball called. As we take a look at that, over everyone's head. Can't do that here in rink hockey. But back in possession of it quickly is Team Pepsi. Heisen going to bring it across the midline into the offensive zone now. 3 Bandits making a wall. Heisen losing the ball into the actual wall. It's picked up there by Price. Price now. Long pass up ahead for Gorsuch. Tucker Gorsuch controls it, working towards the middle. Can't get there. Nice defense by Weiss. Passes up ahead for Yoder. Finley turned away by Braven Price, so some defense here from the Bandits early on. Weiss looking for Yoder on the back door. He managed to get the handle on it. Wasn't the cleanest pass. Shot off the post, back out into the Pepsi defensive zone, controlled there by Weiss. Back up ahead for Yoder. Weiss and Yoder working this right side on offense. Shot goes into the corner, picked up there by Gorsuch. Gorsuch up ahead for Price. Price now has it poked away by Weiss. She's got it. Going the other direction, passes it right to Martinez. Now Heisen. Pepsi team, not a lot of movement here on offense as Price takes it away. One move to get around Weiss. Price in front, and he bangs that one in off the post. Braven Price, first goal of the game.
It's a really good shot by Price. Not much room there. Sneaks it just on the glove side. Post and in. It's easy to see why he's scoring so many goals this weekend.
Certainly is, and your inline showing there, Matt, with the glove side. It's a blocker here in rink hockey.
My fault. Work on that.
As the shot from Weiss almost trickles in. Beagle doing a good job to sniff that one out. Price spinning pass, looking for Gorsuch. A little miscommunication there, but Gorsuch tracks it down in the corner. There's going to have a foul called on Ryder Heisen. Team foul there. Stick got in on the skates. Restart for Bedford. Now Finley working against Price. Price gets the better of that battle, heading the other way. He's got Heisen and Weiss to beat. Winds up for the big slap shot. Goes wide. Weiss collects the rebound. Outlet pass going the other way. Finds Yoder here on this right side. They love to work over here. Backhander flips across the crease into the corner. Price gets there first. Yoder applying some pressure in the offensive zone. Up ahead now for James. James has it taken away by Hyson. Hyson gets control of it across the midline. Looking for room. Played by James. Passes it off to Yoder. Spins. Pass back. A little give and go attempt there between Yoder and Hyson. Doesn't work. Price in possession now. Yoder plays him to that left wall. Another long pass ahead looking for Gorsuch. Gorsuch gets around Weiss. Centering pass. Price alone in front. There's Martinez getting the stick out to make the save. Nice save there by Angel Martinez. And Jerry Martinez getting involved in the defense as well. Shot from Gorsuch through the crease and wide. Weiss picks it up there. Azriel Weiss going to bring it up herself. Across into the offensive zone she goes. Yoder's in front, trying to pass across. Bedford ready for that one. Gorsuch making a nice defensive play, and here he comes the other direction. Gorsuch around Hyson, and he's going to put it through. Tucker Gorsuch with his first goal of the contest. Gives the Bandits a 3-0 lead as we take another look at it.
And the Bandits seem to be doing a good job of attacking, counter-attacking. Once they get a turnover, they take off and don't give Team Pepsi any chance to get back.
They certainly do, as Coach Chase Troutwine calling a timeout to discuss. I bet something along those lines. Got to get that defense back and set up in order to stop a team like Bedford. And as we've seen, it's not just Braven Price and the Pips out there. These other players can bury the ball as well. James has one, Gorsuch.
Oh, yeah. And Beagle does a good job stopping the ball, and then they just get on the attack and go. Not given any chance. All 3 goals, Angel Martinez didn't have much chance. They were all odd man situations. So that Bedford team, we'll see if Coach Trotwine can come up with a plan to slow them down a little bit on the counter.
He is going to have to. A 3-goal hole here. Still 9.5 minutes to play in the first. 10 and under championship. The only game on our stream here at this moment. We'll take a break, and then we'll have the 13 and under championship live on Roller Planet here about an hour after we finish. Around 11:40 it is on the schedule. So we will see you there as Pepsi is back. Looks like Yoder is going to be the trigger man on the restart here out of the timeout. Jerry Martinez ready to go as well. Long pass back. 5 seconds to get it across the line off the restart. Weiss back in front to Yoder. Yoder collects it. Gets around James. All 3 Bandits keying on Yoder. Looking to prevent him from doing what he does so well, which is score goals. Tried to put that one in the center. Knocked back away by Beagle. Now stolen by Gorsuch. And here we go. Like you said, Matt, a fast counterattack. Gorsuch isn't going to wait for anyone. He's going to weave through, finds some room, but Martinez up to the task that time. Gorsuch off the rebound, tries again, still no good. Martinez, a couple of nice saves there. Weiss, Yoder now across the line. Again, 3 Bandits back as Yoder's shot trickles wide. You can see the difference there. 3 Bandits back every time.
Right now, there's just a big difference in energy level. It's been a long weekend for these guys. 10 and under, still a little young, but you can see the difference in energy level. So we'll see if Pepsi picks that up here with 20 minutes left in this game to get back in it.
Yeah, Bedford traveling across the country from Pennsylvania for the opportunity to play here at the Tom Osborne, obviously in the Pepsi Arena. So the home team here not matching the visitors' energy. They came across the country. They want to leave with some hardware, clearly, as James sends it down in the general direction of the net. I think he maybe thought he had someone coming from the other side, as Hyson picks it up and brings it back the other way. Hyson and Yoder now, as we see Coach Troutwine has got 2 people back now, as here comes Jerry Martinez up at the midline, and then he's got Weiss back as the last line of defense at the top of the box, and another blocker save from Angel. And immediately comes right back to the Bandits. Hyson and Weiss battling with Gorsuch and James right at the line. Now the Bandits, and then Price just sends it down into the corner, making this Pepsi team that you mentioned already look tired. Now they're just having to run and go collect the ball in the corner. No substitutes on either bench for this one as Heisen brings it back into the offensive zone. He's got Yoder, gets around Ferguson. Yoder thought he had space, stick side, think he did, but he missed the shot just wide. And on that fast counterattack, once again, here comes Price. Price behind the net, played by Weiss. Gets around them both, skates in. Stuffed by Martinez. Price right on the doorstep. He is denied. Gonna try again. Passes for Ferguson. I think he saw it. Now James trying to keep it in the offensive zone. Yoder ends up with it on the far wall. One move, gets by James, and then two more Bandit defenders after Taven. Yoder gets by, Finley, excuse me. We'll see Taven later on, possibly. Finley Yoder with it again.
Yeah, Mikey's been really good all weekend. If Finley wants to beat him from out there, it's got to be a really special shot here on the championship Friday morning.
And Yoder settling for that shot from a larger distance because he simply can't get inside. They are not letting him inside. The Bandits building a wall defensively with Ferguson and Gorsuch and Price.
Good team defense for sure.
As Gorsuch has it taken away on the near side by Weiss. Tried to get it up to Yoder, intercepted by James. Trevin James going to try one. And that one looked like it got knocked down by Heisen and then bounces around and finds its way into the net. As we take another look at this one.
And that's a little bit of the luck we were talking about the other way that Finley Yoder needed. A shot from outside off a couple of defenders and bounces just where Angel Martinez couldn't reach it.
Yeah, tough break there for Pepsi as that one dribbles in. 4 goals now the lead for the Bedford Bandits. As Weiss looking for room against Gorsuch. He gets inside trying to pass it across for Yoder, so that play had some life. But again, 3 Bandits on the defensive end, always, 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 with Ferguson or James kind of hanging out up at the midline in order to key the counterattack. Here comes Yoder. Has it knocked away by Price, gets it back. Out in front, Beagle. Nothing doing there as the Bandits just clear it out.
No, but some good for Pepsi is the first time here in the first half that they've actually had some energy and some speed that they attacked with, where they looked like they wanted to try to get inside and pass that wall of defense the Bandits have.
And here comes Heisen now on another counterattack. So the Bandits just clearing the ball last time it came down. Heisen loses it, dribbles into the crease. Beagle out to Price. Price to throw it down into the corner. Bandits looking to conserve some energy here in the first half, it looks like, as well. Just clearing the ball into the corner, making Pepsi go collect it. Here comes Yoder, gets by the first. Second pushes him wide. Spinning shot on target, but once again, Beagle is there. Price now. He's got Gorsuch. Gorsuch gets past Weiss. Gorsuch with space inside. Jerry Martinez back there, and unable to step up and make the play as Gorsuch gets his second of the contest. Take another look at this one. Right in front, Martinez just couldn't quite get his momentum moving in the right direction to step in front and affect that shot. Gorsuch makes him pay.
Another goal off the counterattack.
Weiss to Yoder on the restart. Yoder again shooting from distance. That's a tough shot to make past 2 defenders and a goalie of Beagle's caliber. Weiss controlling, looking to get inside. There's the pass across, broken up by Beagle. Counterattack, long pass out to no one. So again, the Bandits just looking to clear the ball, set up their defense, make Pepsi skate the whole period, and bring the ball to them. Sitting in front with the 5-goal lead. as Hyson gets to the middle around Ferguson. Hyson looking for more room. Ferguson back in the play. Hyson to the middle. Only Pepsi player in the frame. Yoder was down in front, but Hyson unable to get it to him. Weiss back deep, and she'll be the first one to get to the ball as the Bandits clear it once again. Now Weiss coming across the line with some speed. Gets it to Yoder. Finley. Shot wide once again. Collected in the corner by Gorsuch. Gorsuch to James. James has Ferguson in the middle. Hyson breaks it up. Now Price. Price working against Weiss. Can't beat her. Nice stick work there by Azriel Weiss.
And that's really the first time we've seen team defense by Pepsi as well. There was more than one red jersey in the frame, making things tough.
Not only that, but that defense up around the midline, as opposed to two players back out of the play and two players really deep, staggered away. So here we go. Let's see if they can build on that. Got the ball back. Yoder. Pass to the middle. Bounces around. Weiss almost controlled it. Now Price going to clear it down. Martinez and Yoder back to retrieve it. Finley Yoder behind the net. Can have a chance to get ahead of steam here if he wants it. Some speed to try to get inside, as there is that Bandit defense. Hyson.
That is the Yoder speed there. The whole family has that speed.
Hyson trying to turn and get one on net, and does on the second attempt, but little dribbler, no problem for Beagle, as Price sends it down. Jerry Martinez.
Ooh, takes a spill.
He did. Big hustle, though, trying to get to the ball. And Martinez still collecting himself there on the other side of the rink. Get him picked up. Let's take a look at Angel. You know, it's 5-0, but Angel Martinez has made some good saves in there.
She really has. Like we said, 4 of the 5 have been odd man rushes. Not a lot that she could do on the counterattacks. She's doing the best that she can in there. When they do have numbers back and they're able to set up defensively the way they want, she's doing a good job of keeping the ball out of the net.
So Jerry Martinez has stepped off the rink to collect himself. So not what Team Pepsi needed at this moment. Now skating 3-on-4. As here comes Yoder. Finds some room, throws the backhand off target into the corner, collected there by Hyson as the buzzer sounds. So Jerry Martinez going to have the halftime to collect himself, and the rest of the Pepsi team looking to regroup as well. They find themselves in a 5-0 hole to the Bedford Bandits here at halftime. As we take a look at the highlights, right from the beginning, less than 30 seconds into the game, Price to James. And then there's Braven Price putting it in on, as you mentioned, the odd man rush. Tucker Gorsuch with the goal. Then this one, just bad luck there. Bounces off 2 defenders.
That was the first goal that Bedford scored with more than one red jersey in the frame with them. So they're starting to pick it up a little bit. They're going to have to pick it up a lot here in the second half.
They are. The hill is steep and getting steeper here for Pepsi, as Coach Troutwine looking to buck his squad up here at the break. Make some adjustments. Just got to try to get something going. If they can get one, get that momentum rolling, start feeling better about it, get some of that energy up. It's not impossible.
It is not impossible. This game's not over yet. Bedford is really well coached. They're staying in their structure quite a bit. It's tough to get them out. I think Pepsi's going to have to pick up the speed and energy to get them out of their shape so they can attack.
We will see what they have in store, what they have in the tank. As that man there, Mikey Beagle, doing his job to perfection thus far. about playing goalie. If you don't let any in, you're probably going to win.
Usually, yeah.
As Price sends it down to Martinez. He's looking to clear it out. 15 minutes to go. Collected by Hyson. Hyson with the neon knee pads. Bringing it through. Looks to split two defenders. Not going to do it. Price takes it away and sends it down into the corner. Weiss giving chase. Azriel Weiss going to collect it in the corner. Jacob Ferguson coming up to apply a little pressure. So one man back. An opportunity possibly for Pepsi here. Only 3 behind. There's Yoder looking for some room. Ball bounces into the middle. No one there for the rebound. Hyson tried to get there, but Price beat him to it. Price looking to clear it. Ends up sending it right to Weiss. So once again, Ferguson out of the play. You saw Hyson on the ground there at the midline. Weiss getting inside, and a nice save by Beagle. Yoder with the putback. Also turned away. Puck in front. Weiss can't get her stick on it. A lot of chances there.
Whatever Coach Troutwine said is working. They're starting to go a little more speed from the outside, attack the middle once they get wide, and it's starting to pay off. Bedford, for the first time, has been scrambling here.
Absolutely.
2 minutes in the second half.
Absolutely. The 5 best chances that Pepsi's had all game came on that sequence right there. None going in, but they're starting to make Beagle work in a way that he did not have to all through the first. As Yoder has that shot knocked down by Gorsuch. James clears it. Weiss up at the midline to collect it. So that's the other thing that's changed is Pepsi's not sitting their final player so far back. So when Bedford tries to clear it, it's not going nearly as far. As that time everyone got up into the offensive zone. So ball does roll all the way to the back. Still playing with 3 is Team Pepsi here. So hopefully Jerry Martinez is able to make his return. You see Coach Troutwine leaning down there to talk to him. See what we can do about getting him back on the floor. As Hyson looks to get to the middle. Price takes it away. Nice move there to get by Weiss. Yoder was back deep. As Weiss staying in the play. Good defensive hustle there from Azriel Weiss. Making Price really work for this one. And it shows as that shot had no chance, barely coming off the stick. And here's Weiss now on the speedy counterattack. So Pepsi getting inside. There's another good chance. Beagle just able to stick the skate out there to block it.
Yeah, when they get all the guys involved, or all players involved in the offense, they're much more dangerous. Right now we got 3-on-3 as one of the Bedford players, I think it's Jacob Ferguson, is taking a little break. So we'll see if Pepsi can exploit that now that the numbers are even.
Yeah, a lot more room on the rink. 25% of the players out, so a lot of space there. Kind of try to move the ball around, get Bedford out of position, as you mentioned. Here's Price. Outskates the first defender. Weiss still back, and she pokes it away. So another nice defensive effort from Azriel Weiss. She's really picked it up here in the first 4 minutes of the second period. That pass knocked away by Hyson.
It looks like Jerry Martinez is back, so it's 4-on-3 now for Team Pepsi. See if they can get back in this game.
Here's a chance for Yoder.
Good stick there.
Broken up by Gorsuch. Gorsuch is an incredibly good defender. It's the kind of stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but when there is defense to be done, Tucker Gorsuch is in the vicinity. As here he is playing Yoder once again. That shot just wide. Still, the chances coming much more frequently and much better chances for the Pepsi team. As Yoder sends another one wide. Picked up by Gorsuch. Gorsuch pops it up the wall, trying to get it to James. Yoder intercepting. Yoder working the middle. Price is there, and off of Price's skate goes the ball. He collects it and fires it down into the far corner. Going to make Weiss chase it down. She does.
And Ferguson is back now as well, so we're back to 4-on-4 action. Nice pass by Azriel.
Was a nice pass. Yoder put it right where he wanted to, but Beagle was there.
Big blocker save by Mikey.
Mikey Beagle standing tall in front. Price looking for Ferguson. They can't connect. chases it down in the corner. Weiss chasing after him. Martinez ready in the crease. There's a good defensive play by Heisen. Broke it up, ended up on the stick of Yoder. Yoder now. And look at the speed that Bedford gets back with.
And when they go back, because they can watch this anytime, the coaches will probably go back and look. And what you like to see as a coach is you got 3 blue jerseys in the frame of the camera all the time coming back. So they're defending with numbers as well.
Every time they sprint back and get into position. So even when Pepsi thinks they've got a good counterattack opportunity, Bedford makes it hard, as they did just there. Azriel getting a good shot again, but she had to work for it. And now here they come the other way. Price, played by Heisen. Azriel getting involved again. Pokes it away. Collected again by Price. Price looking for the shot, bouncing through. Looked like Martinez got a piece of it, but just not enough to stop it.
We're going to see that again. Long shot, yep, just bounced right by her, off the blocker and in.
Bounced right in front of her as she lunged over to that stick side. And in it goes, Braven Price, his second of the contest.
A little bit like baseball, the short hop is tough to play as a goaltender. She did the best she could there.
No question, a bad hop indeed. So that's 2 unlucky ones that Martinez has had to contend with, as Beagle clears it out with authority. Rebound collected by Yoder. Pass over to Heisen. Heisen looking to get into the box. Can't do it. Played by James. James passes it out. Had Gorsuch at the midline. He loses it to Weiss. Weiss being much more aggressive here in the second. Finding room, and a great save. Mikey Beagle.
That's really the first time Azriel Weiss has really taken over this morning. They're going to need a lot more of that here. 7 minutes left, down 6.
Yeah, some great moves by Weiss to get inside. Went around all 3 of the Bedford defenders, and here she is making the defensive play. Nice pass up in front. Yoder can't quite get to it as the counterattack opportunity falls apart. But now here's Weiss again. Shot deflected by Gorsuch. Price collects it in the corner. Weiss applying some pressure. Gorsuch gonna send it all the way down. Ferguson giving chase, but Heisen's gonna win the race to the ball, but he goes down. Now Yoder with it. Ferguson's behind, so 1-man beat, but the 3-man Bedford wall right there. Yoder tries to flip it through and split 2 of the defenders. Can't control it. James looking to clear it. Weiss knew that's what he was going to do. She was there. She's got it now. Looking to head towards the goal again. Passing for Yoder. He was down in front. Yoder back across the middle. Good idea.
That's Bedford's energy coming back. Their speed. They defend with speed. They attack with speed. It's a good job getting back and making a play defensively on Azriel Weiss.
And Ferguson leading the attack that time. Loses it for Heisen. Heisen telling Yoder to go down towards the goal. He's going to bring it himself.
Dan Marino-esque, telling him to go long.
Absolutely. Yoder with it now behind the net. Looking to find some room. Looks like he finally does.
And we got a goal for Finley Yoder, who faked the wraparound, came back to the strong side, snuck it right by Mikey. That's the creativity it's going to take to beat him. And that's probably the second time we've seen some creativity out of the Pepsi on the attack.
Yeah, that was nice, as we can maybe take another look at it as we go into the timeout. We'll see Yoder with the fake. Gets Beagle all the way on the wrong side, and he still almost saves it with the skate. He's stretching out, protecting as much of the goal as he can. Is Beagle, but Yoder gets just enough on it to pop it up over those wheels and get Pepsi on the board. 5:46 to go here. Coach Troutwine, something to build on now after that one.
And just think, if you're Pepsi and you finally beat that great wall, you make it an outstanding move, and Mikey still gets a piece of it and almost makes a save. it's not an easy job to score goals here in this championship game.
Certainly not. Bedford's defense, the immovable object here until just seconds ago, as Yoder got behind everybody and snuck one in. But even that was nearly saved, as Pepsi breaks their huddle. Bedford ready to restart the game. First time they've had to do this. Last time they did it, they got a goal right off the start of the opening of this contest.
Right. Looks like Pepsi's ready for him this time. Came out with a little more energy, matched. Nice save by Angel.
Much better defensive energy. Did end up getting a good look from James as we take another look at that save by Martinez. Swinging that leg over just in time to knock that one down.
Yeah, Trevin James, big-time goal scorer. He's got 2 today. And Angel Martinez made a huge save there to keep it within reach if they hurry.
Yep, 5 minutes to go, 5 goals down. That's what we love about sports. Nothing is impossible. We had, while we were watching that replay, we had a 2-stick situation that was messed up by the Pepsi skater, so it's a restart to Bedford. Backhand, Weiss standing in tough. Shot goes off of her, and now here comes Pepsi the other way. Yoder looking for more. There's the great wall of Bedford. Weiss has it now. Yoder passing it back to her. Going to try to move this defense with some passing. Good idea as Weiss tries to get it in the middle. Ball bouncing around between skates. Price finally collecting it. And now here comes Braven Price over to Gorsuch. Gorsuch collects it, calms it down. Oh, good poke there from Yoder. Gorsuch able to hang on. Heisen forces him to lose control as Weiss tried to key the counterattack. She gives it right back. Price had it briefly. Now it's a race between James and Yoder for the ball. James wins that, and this is trouble. We got all the red Pepsi players down on the offensive end, but Weiss erases the mistake. Good defensive play to break up the 2-on-1. Martinez with the save, still loose in front, still dangerous there. Gorsuch, high ball called as he flips that one over the post. Can be Pepsi ball, 3.5 to go. Got to get that second one soon to give themselves a chance here. Nice pass, Weiss to Yoder. Yoder, roller, kicked up and away by Beagle. Mikey Beagle getting it done in front. Yoder, hard slapper, stayed on the ground again, and with it bouncing around in front, Yoder with the hustle picks up his own trash and buries it.
Oh yeah, the trash man. Beagle tried to put it back into his pads, but just left it out. Yoder says thank you very much and pokes it just under his leg.
So a much needed second goal from Finley. Yoder cuts the deficit to 4. Here comes Price looking to get it back. Dumping it across to James. They don't connect. James tracks it down in the corner. James, nice move. Lost the ball, but he's got room. Now played by Yoder. Defensive intensity picking up for Pepsi. Pass across. Broken up, but now controlled by Bedford once again. James throws it just past that top corner. Referee blows the play dead as the ball settles on the back of the net. 2 sticks here. The clock, not the friend of this Pepsi team. Yoder and Price on the 2 sticks face-off. Ball in front. Weiss has it up to Yoder. Nice play there. Yoder with some room. Thought about it. Looked for a better angle. Got it. Still, shot goes wide. Weiss collects the rebound briefly. Now it's Price. Weiss looking to apply some pressure. The length of the floor now. Under 2 to go. Long pass up ahead for Gorsuch. Nice moves there from Gorsuch. He's going to find space. And Gorsuch turned away by Martinez. Heisen with it now. Coming the other way for Pepsi. Trying to get it to Yoder. Pass too strong. Into the corner it goes. Looks like Price will be the first one there. Yoder Gonna play defense. He's tried to take. Finley Yoder looks tired on that play there. Outskated by Price. Nice pass. Price can't control it. And Azriel Weiss breaks up the play. Looking to key the counterattack now. Here she comes.
That might be Bedford's plan. Like, they attack on the counter, and they've been making Pepsi do a lot of work. But here in the last minutes, it looks like it's paying off because some of the Pepsi guys are too tired. As now they attack 2-on-0.
2-on-0, just Martinez there. As Gorsuch pushes it wide. Gets the rebound to Price. Trying the one-timer. Off the mark, Martinez gets it out to Weiss. Weiss up ahead for Yoder. Chance here, only one man to beat. Can't do it. Nice defense, Trevin James. Weiss to Yoder, 30 seconds to play. Yoder, top of the box. Desperation time, so Yoder going to shoot it whenever he sees any daylight. Weiss trying to get it to him again. Into the corner, she'll go. 17 seconds. Still battling is this Pepsi team, not just conceding that ball and the game. Here's Yoder looking for one more opportunity. Got his sand wedge out for that one. And here come the Bedford Bandits as the horn sounds. Shot will not count. Well after the horn, and didn't matter anyway, as the Bedford Bandits, by the count of 6-2, are your 2025 Tom Osborne 10 and under champions. So congratulations to the team from Pennsylvania. Let's take a look at how they earned this gold medal. Right from the jump.
That was 30 seconds in. Right off, they're exploiting the Pepsi defense, coming in, having their way. Not much Angel Martinez could do. This Bandit team is really good on the attack. They definitely earned this championship today.
And some tough luck for Pepsi as well. That one goes off two defenders. And Bedford just keeping their foot on the gas. And another bad hop for Martinez on that one. And then looking to try to come back a little bit here late was the Pepsi team as Yoder poked that one in, and then Beagle a little sloppy getting the ball out. Taven Yoder's sprinting in, says I'll take that. So good fight from this Pepsi squad as they go down 6-2. We are going to step aside as well. The 13 and under championship going to be coming at you, scheduled I believe at 11:40 a.m. Our stream set to begin. Tune back in and enjoy another exciting final match from the 2025 Tom Osborne Invitational live around the world, roller.planet.net. And then, of course, after that game, we got a lot more action here in Colorado Springs. Sunday sees our 15 and under championship. Then, of course, the silver division semifinals and the silver and bronze finals all coming up. So looking at 5 games of rink hockey action coming to you on Roller Planet. Be sure to like and subscribe. And you can also watch all of our historical archived content on at roller_planet. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.